Failure here, and welcome to the 13th stage of this year's Tour de France, the Failure Way. The 13th stage is from Saint-Etienne to Chambreuse, and today's stage will really show who to watch out for and who to disregard for the rest of the Tour de France. I have three clear-cut favorites for today's stage. Favorites, multiple favorites. It's Vincenzo Nibali, Christopher Froome, and Alberto Contador. These three guys will be battling out for the stage victory today. I think that they won't let a breakaway get away. Today is there's too much prestige in winning on a mountain like this. So the GC contenders will do their best to keep it together for the end. Welcome to the first live images of the 13th stage of the Tour de France, the Failure Way. We started off in the beautiful Saint-Etienne, and soon after that Christophe Froome gave the start, we saw the Simon Gerrans and Geraint Thomas spark the breakaway. In that breakaway was Geraint Thomas, Yuri Trofimov, Ruben Plaza, Simon Gerrans, Tony Galopin, and Jeremy Ora. They came up to the first category 3 of the day. Yuri Trofimov took 2 points and Simon Gerrans took 1 point. They then came up to the first non-intermediate sprint of the day, where the breakaway, as usual, didn't sprint forward. Geraint Thomas took all 20 points. Down the peloton though, we saw the young French sprinter Arnaud Demar beat Degenkolb to the line. And that's basically all that's happened so far in the race. Currently the breakaway has 11 minutes and 30 seconds on the peloton, and it looks like they'll hold all the way to the line. The closest guy in the GC is Tony Galopin, who is 5 minutes and 37 seconds behind Vincenzo Nibali, who took the jersey yesterday on Alberto Contador in quite extreme fashion. He stole it from Contador by placing higher on the stage than Contador. So literally there's 0 seconds behind them. It's just about stage placements. But I tell you, that's going to change today. It's either going to change in this category 1 or in the final category, on the final out of category Chambreuse. The final Chambreuse is a very steady and very tough mountain. It's not your Anglerou, it's not your Mont Ventoux, it's not your Alpe d'Huez, but it's still a mountain and it's still to be respected. So we'll see a lot of the GC guys try to win the Tour de France here. You probably can't win the Tour de France here, but you definitely can't lose it. But guys, we'll be back after a short commercial break.
Hey guys, Baseball Lover 312 here. Are you interested in some Pro Cycling Manager 2014 footage, as well as flashbacks of 2013, 2011, and even Cycling Manager 4, as well as some more surprise gifts for your sub box, such as Call of Duty 1, that's right, World War II time, as well as MLB, Civ 5, and Happy Wheels? Then come to my channel, youtube.com/baseballlover312. I hope to see you there, and I hope you have a great time. Thanks. This is Baseball Lover 312 signing out.
Welcome back from the commercial break. We're gonna have extended coverage of the finale today's stage. Today's stage is gonna be the one that pretty much decides this rest of the week. Who's gonna be attacking, who's gonna be trying to defending, and who are we gonna be watching out for? Currently, we see that the entire Astana team is sitting towards the front. They're doing this because Nibali is in that yellow jersey, so it's their duty to set the pace, and they're setting quite a high pace. The breakaway's lead is only down to 9 minutes and 45 seconds. They could get caught on the Chambreuse, but that would mean they'd have to keep this up for quite a while now, and it's Tanel Kanker and Michel Scarponi in the pace, and you know they're gonna feel this in the peloton. Soon we're gonna see a lot of guys form a gruppetto, and they're just gonna cruise their way to the line. This small lead-up mountain to the category 1 is quite decisive. Like, we look how much this peloton is thinned out already. It's gonna break in just a few seconds. Watch out for that. In the front we see Contador's got 3 teammates, while Astana's got 4 teammates, and this basically was to be expected. Contador brought Rodgers, they brought Roach, and brought Micah. Where we see Nibali, they're bringing Fulsang, Kangert, Scarponi. These guys were just as good. Grivko is also up here, Fernati is also up here, and Glinsky is doing a really good job. Louis Wester is also known to be a really good domestique rider for Nibali. Let's see how it's gonna go though. And yes, as I expected, here are the gruppettos. They're falling behind. More and more people are falling behind now as we're coming out the category 1 of the day, which is named Col di Palaquet. It's gonna be a really tough climb, guys. I'm telling you that right here and right now. It's gonna be a tough climb, and we could see some of the GC guys attacking now. It's 50 kilometers to go. We've got a dangerous downhill and a bit of flat road before we go up the Chambreuse. So we could see some GC contenders try to shake off Contador and Nibali, because it looks like those are to be the guys to watch out for. Froome is 25 seconds behind on these guys already, so he needs to find 25 seconds somewhere. This could be the place to find it, and it looks like they have slowed down, or at least Scarponi's just trying to find his way to the front. They're still setting a high pace. More and more guys are still going out the back door of the race, and it's still still Scarponi, Fulsang, and Kanga towards the front. Nibali is still got Glinsky and Grivkov sitting side by side with him. Rain Terme is also looking good. He's sitting right behind Nibali. Could he do something today? Froome has got Sandio down here. Froome is rather isolated compared to what Contador and Nibali is. He's only got Sandio up here. You'd expect Richie Porte to be higher up, but he's moving towards the front. Mollema is also completely isolated. Vasuman is sitting up here. Where is his leader, Talansky? He's got to be somewhere. The breakaways lead is now to 9 minutes, and I doubt we'll see a GC contender try to attack. But in the breakaway, Jeremy Rowe and Simon Gerrans are trying to go for these mountain points. They've got 1 kilometer to the top. Simon Gerrans wants to take all the points he possibly can get up here, and it looks like he's going to take all the points in the category 1. I believe it's 20 points. It's 10 points. It's 10 points at the category 1, and it looks like Simon Gerrans will take all the mountain points, and it's going to be good for him. In second place, we're going to see Geraint Thomas, who already got a few of those points. And he's going to take that. Down the peloton, we're down to 68 riders here before we go up the Chamrou. It's looking really good for everyone who's left up here, but the breakaway looks like they'll be able to hold it. We could see a really high pace up the Chamrou, but it's going to be tough catching a guy like Geraint Thomas. Like, Geraint Thomas is a really good climber, and so is Tony Gallopin. Tony Gallopin is not to be underestimated, and neither is Yuri Trofimov. Yuri Trofimov had a really good Criterium de Dauphiné, and did his form transfer over to the Tour de France. We'll see what's going to happen, though. His form is really going to be set to a test now. I hear news that some guy got dropped. Jeremy Roy has gotten dropped in the breakaway. It's not looking good for his stage chances anymore. But this is not a stage that suits him anyway. He wants the more flattish finishes, and today is not his day, it looks like. 60 people are left in the front group now, and if you're up here, good job to do. If you fall behind, it's totally understandable. This is a tough mountain, and with Nibali and company pacing, you're not going to be liking it. And with 44 kilometers left, there are more and more people falling behind us. Just 60 seconds ago, now it's down to 57. This pace is quite high. Watch out you don't crash. We've seen Subaldia crash twice already on a downhill earlier on. So it's definitely possible for a GC contender to crash. So you just gotta watch out. You just can't crash early. If you crash, the other teams are gonna set the pace. We all know it's morally incorrect to pace when another guy has issues, but they all do it. They take what they can get. I mean, it's not always you get it handed to you on a silver plate, but when you do, you have to take it. You just have one chance, and you have to take it. And it's about getting water and getting supply now, because going out the Chamrou, you don't want to go cold. We've seen before Froome taking some supplements from port in the final 10 kilometers, and he could have been punished by it, but the commissaires decided not to, and we never know if they're that lenient this year. So, gotta get your energy, gotta get your supplies, and get ready. For this time, it's gonna be really tough. The breakaway has 8 minutes, it looks like 7 minutes only. They have 7 minutes with 30 kilometers to go. It sure does look good for them. But when Nibali and Contador decides to attack, or if they decide to attack, we could see them catch up. But it does look like the breakaway is going to be able to take this one. And it's kind of a shame such a huge mountain going to a breakaway rider. We always want to see the GC contenders making history up here. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to take the stage win. But they're going to be fighting for seconds. Bonus seconds are there today. And here's confirmation. Tony Gallopin is in the virtual yellow jersey as of this moment, but he's only got it by 2 minutes, and I don't think he'll be able to keep 2 minutes on the peloton. He would need to have the ride of his life to keep that, and I doubt we're gonna see that off him. And the peloton is getting really close now. They're gonna near the Chamrous now, and it's about using all the energy you have. And it looks like Tig of Saxonbank has finally decided to help set the pace. Rogers and Mike are going to the front now. They realize that the yellow jersey could be a play here, so you don't want to fall behind now. And you could also set the hurt on some of the other GC contenders on the flat road. That's really where you can make a mark as well. On flat roads, not all the GC contenders like it as much. Contador is one that likes it, so therefore he sends Rogers and Micah to the front to help Scarponi and Fulsang set the pace. Kangar is also up here, and they still have Roach where it really goes upwards. And now that, yeah, as I hear over the race radio, the pace has been upped in the peloton, and here they go. It's getting really close, but in the front, I hear that Trofimov, Gerrans, and Ruben Plaza has attacked. As soon as they hit the mountain, they've left Gallopin and Thomas behind, but more importantly, down the peloton, they're also going to hit in a few seconds, and we're probably going to see some of the GC contenders going for it. They have to try it, and yes, there goes Valverde. Valverde, Rodriguez, and Malmar are all off. They're off to the races. They want to try to do something. Who's going to react to this? We do see Contador going for this. Contador and Nibali sitting side by side now. Contador's got Roach pacing for him. Roach is pacing for Contador. It's good for Contador having a teammate that's that strong. Roach showed in the Vuelta a España that when he is in form, he can be one hell of a domestique. He won a few stages in the Vuelta a España, and he looks really strong right now. But how much of a gap did they get? They didn't get a single second. They're already caught. And here they go. They take this turn and they're on the Shamroo. They're on the Shamroo now. It's going to be really tough. And if you're not well placed, you're going to feel it. Because Contador is setting the pace right now. On the left side, we still see Astana in a nice place. Christopher Blanc is helping his leader. But there goes Rodriguez. Rodriguez is off on the right side. He's going to try to win the stage. This might be a bit too far out though. With 17 kilometers to go. I doubt this one will stick from Team Katusha's captain, Rodriguez, who's strangely enough isolated. They have Simon Spilak. Where is Simon Spilak located at? He's sitting down here. They might be going for Simon Spilak. Roach is still setting a nice pace in the front. Roach is doing one hell of a job setting the pace in the front. Contador must faking after the stage because he's been pacing for quite a while. Meanwhile, Micah and Rogers has been dropped and they're now in the gruppetto. There's only 30 guys left in this front group now and he's thinning out by the second. Rodriguez has been caught because of the high pace from Roach. And there goes Pierre Rolland. Pierre Rolland is off. Froome is starting to counterattack. There was Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes once again. The yellow jersey is off Nibali, but he doesn't get much of a separation. Contador is the only one not to attack. Let's take a time gap from the front though. All alone in the front is Yuri Trofimov. They're trying to win the stage though. But I don't understand, why are they attacking with Rodriguez down the main peloton then? Because they're catching their own guy in the front. Meanwhile, Nibali setting a nice pace. Fulsang and Scarponi are helping him. And Contador's all isolated with only 13 kilometers to go. Contador's all isolated. Roches is gone. Mike is gone. Roach is gone. Roach did a really good job, but he is gone. Fulsang and Scarponi are still setting a high pace, really helping Nibali here. Rodriguez is in the front though. He's trying to just slow down the pace because in the front he's got his own domestique. He's got Yuri Trofimov riding off to victory. And I think it's safe to say that Galopin will not take the yellow jersey today. And there goes Valverde. Valverde is off. He's going to go for it. He wants to create separation. There's a lot of fireworks down here in the peloton. But because of the teammates of Vincenzo Nibali, they have not been able to get away. Contador is setting a nice pace in the front though. He's separating a lot of people. They do not like this pace. Port has been dropped. A big domestique for Froome has been dropped. And there goes Mollema. And Froome is trying to go with him. Froome is trying to go with Mollema. He's not able to follow up though. Mollema's got the gap. Mollema's the first guy to really get a gap on the Shamroo. Oh, Valverde's now setting a decent pace, but so is Contador. Contador and Valverde are sitting side by side. They gotta watch out they don't boink. If you boink too early, it's gonna be a real pain going over the rest of the mountain. And here's the end of the dream, so Simon Gerrans. He is done for the day. Mollema's got a really solid gap though. Mollema's got a 14-second gap and it looks good for Mollema. He could gain a lot of seconds if he can keep this up, but no, he settles down. Mollema does not want to continue on. He realizes that if he keeps up this pace, he most likely will boink at the finish. But Yuri Trofimov looks like he'll be able to take the stage today. I doubt we're going to see the GC contenders really taking that much time. And Contador's got a gap. Contador's got a gap on the other GC contenders. He is trying to utilize it. He sees it. Pierre Rolland is the only guy able to set the pace now. Contador's the 13-second gap. Nibali does not react. The pace is too high. He can't do anything. Froome is still setting a nice pace though. But Contador looks strong. And with 6 kilometers to go, Contador has created separation down to the main group. 17 guys trying to follow up to Contador. Geraint Thomas is coming back now. He needs to help Froome down here. Up in the front though. Let's take a time gap. Let's take a time gap from Contador up to Yuri Trofimov. Yuri Trofimov's got 3 kilometers left. He's got 3 minutes. It looks all good for him though. Contador still got 20 seconds on the main group. It's Froome's turn to turn on the pace. He is starting up the engine and he's going strong. Contador only has 25 seconds, but 25 seconds is enough to take the yellow jersey away from Vincenzo Nibali, and he does look strong. He's now catching Tony Galopin. He's going to get top 3 on the stage, it looks like. Ruben Plaza is in 2nd place, but Yuri Trofimov, the big winner of today up there. And Contador only has 10 seconds now. Oh, he's got 30 seconds. That just jumped up when he got caught Galopin. And with 2 kilometers to go, Contador is using all his energy. Oh, Nibali goes to the front. Oh, Nibali's setting a high pace, and it looks like they're going to be able to catch Contador. Nibali's now setting a high pace in the front, and he is catching Contador. And with 2 kilometers left, it's all together. This is your top 10 of the Tour de France, it sure does look like. And now Nibali going. Nibali's attacking. He's going for it in the final kilometer. Nibali wants to win it all here in the Shamroo. He's going to take time on Contador. It looks like Nibali's and Froome are going to be able to take time on the rest of the GC contenders. Yuri Trofimov wins it, but Nibali and Froome side by side, and Contador loses time. After looking so good for so long, Contador loses time on the line. He comes in 3rd place in the peloton. Quite a surprise that Contador lost time in the end. He looked so strong for so long up this mountain, but Nibali and Froome just were good at saving their energy, attacking the final kilometers, and it just worked out for them. I bet you Nibali took like 20 seconds there on Contador, and this is also good for Froome, but we'll take a quick replay of when Nibali attacked, because I want to see that acceleration. I have paused the replay just outside the Flamme Rouge. This is where Contador gets caught by Froome and Nibali and the rest of this group. Let's roll the clip. So you see here, the yellow jersey Vincenzo Nibali catches Contador and he counterattacks. As soon as he catches Contador, he sees that Contador is weak and is not able to keep up with the pace. He's been trying to create a gap in the entire day and it just doesn't pay off. Look at that, Nibali's going away from Contador and the only guy able to follow him is Christopher Froome. And Chris Froome and Nibali takes what looks like to be 25 seconds back on Alberto Contador. What a shame for Bjarne Riis and company. They took, how much was that? Oh, it's only 15 seconds. They took 15 seconds on Contador and Valverde, and Yuri Trofimov takes the victory for Katusha. And this is pretty good for them because I believe that this actually gives Trofimov the polka dot jersey, I believe. It's either him or Simon Spivak in it. It's Nibali, of course, first. Nibali extended his lead in the white and the yellow jersey, taking 15 seconds on Alberto Contador. It's looking like we're gonna have a good battle this year between Nibali, Contador, and Froome. Nibali, in special, looks really strong. He handled himself with care and counterattacked at the just right moment. Sham Roos was really tough for Tinkoff Saxonbank and the rest of the team. Peter Sagan still has a 60-point lead, or is that like a 70-point lead on Mark Cavendish, and it looked like he's got this in the bag from like stage 2. Peter Sagan really knows what he's doing with this jersey, but I'm more interested in the polka dot jersey and the white jersey. I believe I saw Kwiatkowski and Bardet in the final kilometers as well. Yes, Yuri Trofimov has the Yellow Mountain classification on his shoulders, but Nibali looking strong. Nibali's in that second place, and I'm telling you, he is not done. He looks like a guy who's going to be able to win more stages like this, but when the breakaway takes stages like this, it means that the breakaway is most likely also going to win the polka dot jersey. And Katusha looks like they're really aiming for this with Yuri Trofimov, Simon Spivak, and Joaquim Rodriguez. Kwiatkowski and Pinot and Bardet are really battling out for this white jersey, and it could come down to the final time trial on the 20th stage. It's going to be close. It looks like Reichenbach and Sagan are out of contention. It only looks like those three guys are going to be the only three guys really able to contend for this one this year. But guys like Simon Yates, I'm sure we'll see in the breakaway in some of these stages. Astana and Team Sky only separated by 9 seconds in the overall team classification, but Astana really showed that they are the best team in the mountains. Daniel Kangert, Michel Scarponi, and Jacob Volsang really showed up today, whereas Michael Rogers and Rafael Majka weren't really there. Rafael Majka got a last-second call-up, so he has an excuse, but Rogers was just gone before he needed to. He needed to be there in the end, but he wasn't there. Let's take a look at who is La Flamme Rouge currently. That is, of course, Cheng Ji, the giant Shimano train machine. Like, that guy just paces on the flat roads, and in the mountains, that's gonna hurt him. But I'll see you guys in the studio. I was wrong. The GC contenders did not want to keep it together. Yuri Trofimov took the victory, but what's more important, Vincenzo Nibali took 25 seconds, or no, it was 15 seconds. Sorry, my bad. It was on the La Planche de Bellefille. They took 25 seconds. They took 15 seconds here on the Flamme Rouge stage. Alberto Contador lost 15 seconds to Christopher Froome and Vincenzo Nibali. I managed to talk to Oleg Tinkoff after the stage. Let's hear what he had to say. Alberto Contador really wasn't himself today. He looked really strong, but he just couldn't finish. I bought this team with one dream, and that one dream will come to show. I want to have the yellow jersey on the Paris Champs-Élysées. Trust me, my name is Oleg Tinkoff, and I always stick to my word. And my word is that Alberto Contador will have the yellow jersey on Paris Champs-Élysées. I will sell this entire piece of shit team if Alberto Contador does not take the yellow jersey on the Paris Champs-Élysées. Oleg Tinkoff was his usual self. He is very, very confident in his team, and we'll see what they're gonna do in tomorrow's stage. Tomorrow is another mountain, it's another test, and Tinkoff Saxonbank has to do something. Currently, Nibali is looking like he is the strongest out of the entire peloton. They need to try to do something to shake him up. But thank you guys for watching this episode of Tour de France to Fail Away. Please leave a like, please leave a comment. You guys rock. These videos just keep getting bigger and bigger. See you guys later.